Have you ever argued with someone who defends the very thing making their life worse? Maybe it's your father saying, "That's just how the world works." Maybe it's a coworker pulling 70-hour weeks for nothing, insisting, "You just need to try harder." You look at them and think, "You can see exactly what's happening. So why are you defending this?" Now be honest, are you sure you're not doing the same thing? In 2018, Jair Bolsonaro came to power in Brazil. He said it plainly: social programs are handouts for the lazy. The poor are to blame for their own poverty. The government owes them nothing. And you know who voted for him? The people of the favelas. People who survived on the exact programs he promised to destroy. And he destroyed them. Bolsa Familia, a program that had been pulling millions out of poverty for decades, was slashed, gutted, drained of everything that made it work. Inflation climbed, food assistance shrank, hunger returned to a country that had nearly beaten it. And even after that, even when their own children started eating less, millions kept supporting him. If you think this is just Brazil, stop. The Philippines. Duterte promised order with an iron fist. The poorest neighborhoods backed him. The poorest neighborhoods took the hit. Turkey. Erdogan was building a great nation. The working class adored him. The working class was first to feel the lira collapse. India, Hungary, Russia. Everywhere the same pattern. The people the system hurts most defend it the hardest.
Here's what's happening inside. Your brain is a survival machine, and this machine has a bug. It convinces you the world around you is fair, even when it isn't. Because if the world is unfair, you're in danger and you're not in control. And that is the most terrifying feeling a human being can have. So the brain runs a trick. It takes the system that's crushing you and starts building a case for it. Because admitting the system is broken means admitting you've been enduring it for nothing, that your sacrifices meant nothing, that you're not the hero of your own story, you're its casualty. The more you've invested, the harder you defend. The more you've endured, the louder you insist it was worth it. Your brain isn't protecting the system. It's protecting your decision to stay in it. Your brain helpfully whispers,
"That cactus we've been sitting on, that's actually an innovative ergonomic chair. You just need a little more time to adjust."
In the 1960s, psychologist Melvin Lerner ran a simple experiment. People watched someone receive electric shocks. They couldn't help, just watch. And here's what happened. The longer they watched, the more they started to believe the victim deserved it, that they must have done something wrong, that it was their fault. Nobody told them this. The brain did it on its own. Because accepting that an innocent person suffers for no reason is unbearable. It's easier to decide the world is fair and suffering has a cause. Lerner called it the just world fallacy. It's been replicated hundreds of times since. It works everywhere. It works on you. Gustave Le Bon wrote over a century ago, "The masses have never thirsted after truth. They turn aside from evidence that is not to their taste, preferring to deify error if error seduces them." He was talking about crowds, but it works inside a single person too. You are your own crowd, and most of the votes go to the comfortable lie. There's another layer. You look at the people the system has discarded, and your brain says they must have done something wrong, because if they did nothing wrong, it could happen to you. And the brain cannot allow that thought. That's why poor people sometimes defend billionaires more fiercely than anyone. In defending them, they're defending an idea. If you play by the rules, things will work out. Take that idea away, and what's left? Chaos. A world where you can do everything right and still lose. So it's easier to defend the system. Think of a time you defended something that was actually working against you. Leave it in the comments.
Now let's zoom in. One life. Jennifer worked at a meatpacking plant in Iowa. The conveyor moved so fast, people lost fingers. Literally, injuries were so common the company simply logged them as production norms. Cold conditions, no real breaks, minimum wage. When journalists launched an investigation, when the union tried to organize the workers themselves pushed back. Jennifer included. She told a reporter, "This company gave me a job when nobody else would. I'm grateful." That's like thanking a mugger for leaving you your shoelaces. What a decent guy. He could have taken those too. Hannah Arendt wrote, "The most terrifying evil looks normal. It looks like, well, what did you expect? It looks like a Tuesday at work." People who serve destructive systems don't think they're doing anything wrong. They think they're just living. Jennifer has 2 degrees. She read the news, she saw the numbers, and still, gratitude to the company that used her, because admitting it means admitting that years of her life were stolen, and who volunteers for that confession? Concrete. 5 markers. Where else would I go? If your best argument for something is the absence of alternatives, you're not making a choice. You're justifying a dead end. You resent the ones who left. A colleague quit. Health insurance, no one screaming at them, home by 6. And it bothers you. Your brain is attacking proof that you could have done the same. I chose this. Check yourself. Did you choose, or did you get used to it? A choice means you saw the options and weighed them. A habit means the options existed and you never looked. You defend the system in the third person. Well, what's the company supposed to do? They have expenses too. Stop. Are they paying you for this? Or are you doing free work for their PR department? You're afraid to ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? If that thought triggers anxiety and an immediate urge to find a counter-argument, you found exactly the spot to start digging. John Ronson wrote that we live in an era where admitting a mistake is treated as defeat. Admitting a mistake is the only way out of the cage. The alternative is 10 more years defending what's destroying you. And saying at the end, I guess it was my fault. The system you're defending right now, it's the same one that won't come to save you. It has a packed schedule. It's busy keeping itself alive. One question, how many more years have to pass before you stop saying, where else would I go? And start looking?